we transition, once we're allowed to have more in-class, in-person classes, I really like having recorded videos, even if they're from past semesters. For example, this next semester, I'm taking an anatomy class, and they have videos of the whole course already from last semester uploaded onto Learning Suite. And I'm still planning on going to class, and maybe you'll have students that just don't go to class because of it, but I'm excited that I can go to class, and then if I didn't catch something, I can go back and look at past videos.
So one thing, and this kind of actually ties into the last question, I have really enjoyed online exams in the way of, for me, like the testing center, I don't know why, but it just just heightens my anxiety level a lot whenever I go in there. I don't know if it's just like I can feel the desperation in the room, but it usually, like, I've really enjoyed online tests. One thing that my professors have done with online tests is that they've made them timed, like a pretty tight, like, time limit on them, and so that makes it so, like, even though, like, it is an online test and might be open book, open note, like, we only have an hour and a half or an hour to complete all the questions. And I've had some really good exams where I've taken that full time, really had to study in order to fit to finish all the questions, and I felt like it was a fair test.
This probably is subject dependent, but we're doing a lot of practice therapy and then discussion based classes. The Zoom breakout rooms were actually really nice, as opposed to being in a loud classroom trying to talk with your partner and always talking to the partner next to you. So I really liked the Zoom classes. So if anyone has discussion based classes, breakout rooms are nice.
So I remember before we shifted to online, I liked going to TA office hours, and I met with professors on occasion, and I always found myself like running in between classes to, like, I have 10 minutes, I can hurry and run to the TA lab and get help with this problem, then I run to my next class. And I really like how the TAs and professors have a Zoom link that we can go to whenever and just click on it and be right there. But I also think that it's really important to have the option to go to the office hour and meet with the person, the professor or the TA. So just having flexibility, having both options available, even though things are back to normal, you don't necessarily need a Zoom link. Just for some students, they might feel more comfortable, or it might be more convenient. They might have a conflict in their schedule that doesn't enable them to swing by your office hour and back to what they need to be doing. So
yeah, I feel like since we've moved to online learning, professors have provided a lot more resources, like optional resources to me, which has been really helpful for my learning, especially when I'm interested in the subject and really want to learn more. It's been fun. I have professors that on their Learning Suite, they'll include a lot more resources for us, and they're just more creative with different modes of ways that they're trying to reach out to us. And I think that's something that professors can continue even once things go back to all in person.
That just keeping like flexibility and creativity with the classes, like being willing to like show videos or try new stuff with technology or things that we've learned a lot through the pandemic, because we've definitely learned a lot more about technology, and so just maybe implementing that as well, like different PowerPoints, or like others were saying, like Zoom office hours sometimes, because that can be easier, things like that. Just remembering what we learned during the pandemic technology wise and implementing that as